What's up, people? You know, I made a video earlier, but I never posted it. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, pussy cat. Yeah, I'm trying to get out this motherfucker, man. Let me get out this bitch. What? See that? Cats are spiritual masters. I got fucking Eckhart Tolle over there, his fucking sister. Her name's Koo. Oh, fucking Koo Tolle. Koo Tolle. Now you know. But I wanted to make this video real quick to all of them parents out there who think their kids belong to them. These are my kids. They have to do what I tell them to. That shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Because I myself, I was raised. You know, my mom told me not to steal, not to curse, not to smoke cigarettes, not to do drugs. She told me all these things. But I did it anyways. So when you go judging a parent by their child, that's an unjustified judgment, because this child already had an idea, it already had a program within its DNA to learn these lessons, to fulfill this purpose and this mission. And no earthly being is going to get in the way of this divine plan. So when you think that your kids belong to you, that is just your ego trying to control something, because in a sense you feel weak. So what better way to feel powerful than to control somebody else, right? Another human being. Even though if that human being's an eighth of your age, you know? But I guarantee you that child actually knows more on how to live a happy life than you do. And if you actually just observe the kid, it will teach you so much. So if you're a parent, it's important to just not fucking try to control your kid. And just see. Give it the tools that it needs, you know? Tell them to be honest, not to steal, to be respectful to its elders, and all these things. And then just watch it do the opposite or listen. And that will tell you. If it listens, well, just consider yourself lucky. But if it doesn't, then your kid is probably going to learn some valuable lessons. It's probably going to get into some shit. Now, you could hang on to that child and try to control it, and that child will drag you through that shit. It will drag you fucking face first through that pile of shit if you allow it to. But if you just say, whoa, I did my job. I instilled what I felt were valuable morals, values into this child. I gave it a roof over its head. I fed it, gave it its education. I did everything that I had to do. Now it's making its own decisions, and they're not the best ones. So I'm just going to space myself from this child. I'm going to support it and say, look, I support you. You want to go out there, you want to go play or motherfucking whatever, you want to do your drugs, you want to play with the gangs, you want to hang out in the streets, go right ahead. Just stay the fuck out of my house and lose my fucking number. And then when you're ready to clean your shit up and you got some shit going for you and you're not bringing all that horseshit ass drama into my life, then I'll allow you back in. But just because that's your child doesn't mean you have to fucking allow that fucking kid to put you through hell. Because that kid will do that. Some of these children came here to learn some valuable fucking lessons. And a lot of them might end up going to prison for a little bit because there's some lessons in there they have to learn. And you could let that drag you in there and fucking kill your whole life experience. Or you could just let it be. Say, I obviously see that there's some things that I can't control in this lifetime. And this being one of them, I'm going to just wipe my hands. That doesn't make you a bad parent. That makes you a smart parent. That makes you a fucking powerful parent. Because you're strong enough to just disconnect from your child. The child that you had and you raised. You disconnected, and that takes strength. But just know, not all the time your kid is a reflection of you. Because like I said, my mom taught me not to steal. She always told me, earn your living, respect your elders, be honest. And I did none of them things. I did the complete opposite. And I don't know why, but I did. And I kept doing it, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And does that because my mom raised me wrong? No. No, I can't say that. As a matter of fact, she did probably a better job than most parents do. She just let me go and just allowed me to just me do me. And it took me figuring out that I don't know. I don't know shit. And all these things that I was fucking doing with the intention of creating a better life and creating some type of resources and, you know, whatever ideas we have in our head. Oh, I'm gonna fucking buy this kilo of cocaine and I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna fucking quadruple my money. And then I'm never gonna sell drugs again. I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna invest it in my business. Pipe dreams. Pipe dreams. We have these pipe dreams. But you are not your child. You're not in control of your child. And your child will one day prove that to you. And it's going to be a tough fucking lesson. So here's my fucking advice. From one fucked up child. Just allow them. Allow them to learn them lessons. Space yourself from them. Lock your doors. Change your number. I'm being serious. That kid needs to know that you don't love him. It needs to know that. It needs to know that you don't love him unconditionally. And there's some things that you just won't tolerate. And that's okay. It's okay. We were never taught unconditional love. We were taught conditional love. All of us were. Majority. About 95%. 95%. Love's all conditional. And if you don't believe that, right? If you don't believe that, let's just say you have a son. And your son's having a sleepover. You hear something going on in the bedroom and you're like, what the fuck's going on in there? And you walk in and your fucking son's sucking his other friend's fucking, yeah. What are you going to do? Are you going to accept him? Because he likes the same sex? Are you going to support him? When people you associate with start talking down on homosexuals and this, are you going to fucking defend him? Are you going to cut that person out of your life because they're projecting something, some type of hate onto something that they don't understand? And because you support and love your son or your daughter unconditionally, you're removing this person out their life because they don't have anything that you could learn from them. They're fucking blinded by hate. They got this shit screen perception that whatever it is. I mean, look at Jeffrey Dahmer's dad. You know? Regardless of the fucking hate and the violence and the fucking nastiness that man inflicted on this world, it seemed like his dad still supported him up until the fact that his life was taken. And that could be unconditional love. If your son was a serial killer and he killed 30 people and he ate them and his face was all over the newspaper and you were on blast and everybody pointed the finger at you, said it was your fault, are you going to turn your back on that child and say, I didn't raise this kid, it has nothing to do with me? Or are you going to say, you know what, I don't know where I went wrong, I don't even know if I went wrong, but regardless of what it is, I support. No, I don't support what he's done, but I support him as a fucking human. as a spiritual being, knowing that he must have been going through some deep pain in order to inflict that pain onto somebody else. I might not understand that level of hurt that he was going through, but I fucking support him the best that I know that I can support him. And that's unconditional love. So sit in bed. When you sit there and say you love your kids unconditionally, and your kid went inside at school and fucking massacred the whole school, and his face was all over the newspaper, and your fingers were getting pointed at it, are you going to support that child and say, yeah, that's my child, I raised him? He obviously didn't take my advice. It's not how I would have went about it. But the fact of the matter is, he was going through some shit that I knew nothing about. And I'm sorry for that, but I fucking support my child. That's unconditional love. Regardless. When you fucking love and support somebody, that will even make you question your beliefs. What is real to you? What is acceptable to you? And still just let that belief go and allow that child to be itself. That's unconditional love. But just learn to let go. Learn to detach, because your kids are not your kids. And your parents aren't your parents. They've done their job. If they don't support you, then you're done. That's all God's telling you. They did their job. They fucking squirted you out, fucking shook you up a little bit, raised you, put a little thing in you. Motherfucking here, do this, little motherfucker, little shit stain, do that, and do this. But I'm just saying, unconditional love. Find out what it means to you.